Hello, my dear family. Sometimes a loved one's intuition is more terrifying than any prophecy. And tonight, the sound of a shattering bowl is the death knell. Mofheit. Today, Diem shared the happiest moments with Toan as they gardened together, falling into each other's arms and rediscovering those first sparks of love. But when night fell, Diem's road home suddenly stretched out endlessly.
Clack, clack, clack.
Strange footsteps behind her, the stalking gaze of a faceless figure closing in. Back at home, Toan is burning with anxiety. The bowl in his hand suddenly slips and shatters. He rushes to the gate calling her name in vain. Who is this stalker? What does he want with Diem? And does this shadow have anything to do with Toan? Diem's fate is hanging by a thread. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. The breathless chase begins right now. That afternoon, sunlight poured like honey onto the porch of Grandma Nam's house. The silence was strange, broken only by dry leaves rustling underfoot, and a mother hen clucking for her chicks in the garden. Toan sat on the old bamboo cot, leaning against a pillar, his eyes gazing far out to the rice fields, ready for harvest. The wind blew through his hair, which had grown quite long. Inside those deep eyes wasn't peace, but a bottomless pit of confusion. Who is he? That question drills into his head every morning. Is his name Toan, the temporary name Grandma Nam gave him? Or is it something else? Where did he come from? Why was he beaten and left here? Toan held up his hands. These weren't the hands of a farmer. They were long and slender. There were calluses, but they were the kind you get from holding a pen. What did I used to do with these hands? Toan asked himself. Build houses, write or hold a gun. The emptiness in his memory was like a dark, windowless room. He struggled inside it, screamed inside it, but no echo answered back. Grandma Nam came up from the kitchen carrying a bowl of hot tea and a plate of boiled sweet potatoes. Here, eat up, son. Warm your belly. Her voice pulled Toan back to reality. The old woman, back bent low, wearing brown clothes patched over and over, but still clean. She set the plate down, looking at Toan with eyes as gentle as if she were looking at her lost son. Toan hurriedly took the bowl and invited her to sit. He looked at her, a lump forming in his throat. Over the past days, when he was like a naive child, unable to feed himself, unable to bathe himself, this old woman, not related by blood, had cared for him, bit by bit. She picked up scraps, sold vegetables to buy him medicine. She stayed up all night, wiping his sweat when he had seizures. Grandma. Toan spoke, his voice deep but tinged with sadness. What is it, son? Is the potato not good? Grandma Nam smiled with her toothless mouth. Toan shook his head, grasping her thin, wrinkled hand that felt like dry tree bark. No, it's delicious. I just want to say thank you. Toan looked down, his voice choking up. I don't know who I am. I don't know if my past was terrible or wonderful. But I know that right now, I owe this life to you. When I was at my lowest, like an animal thrown to the curb, only you reached out a hand. He looked up at her, his gaze steady. Grandma, I don't remember anything yet, and I don't have a penny in my pocket. But I promise you, one day, when I find myself again, when I remember who I am, I will use everything I have to repay you. I'll rebuild this house. I won't let you collect scraps in the scorching sun anymore." Grandma Nam chuckled, patting Tone's hand. "Oh, you silly boy. Do you think this old lady saved you expecting a reward? I saw you look gentle and like my son T used to be, so I cared for you. Everyone has bad luck sometimes. Helping people is building good karma for the descendant's son." Then she sighed, looking deep into Tone's eyes. "But son, I don't need you to build villas or buy cars. I just hope you remember soon, because I know someone is waiting for you. Someone is wasting away because of you." Mentioning someone waiting, Tuan froze. The image of a girl appeared in his mind. She came here every day. Her name was Diem. She didn't say much, just quietly brought medicine and new clothes. She sat for hours watching him eat, watching him sleep, then quietly left when it got dark. "Grandma." Tone hesitated. "That girl, the one named Diem. Who is she? What, you still don't remember her?" Grandma Nam asked. Tuan tugged at his hair, looking pained. "I'm sorry. I've tried so hard to remember. Her face looks so familiar. It feels very close. Every time she gets near, my heart beats faster than usual. But inside my head, it's still a blank sheet of paper. I don't know if she's a friend, a lover, or a relative." Tuan recalled Diem's look yesterday afternoon. When he accidentally swatted her hand away because of a headache, he saw her turn away to wipe tears. That look held hurt, but also a love so vast it made him feel suffocated. "I feel so guilty, Grandma. She's so good to me, takes care of me unconditionally. And yet, I look at her like a stranger." Grandma Nam set the bowl down, looking into the distance. "You don't remember, but I remember. I look, and I know." She turned to Toan, her voice serious and philosophical. "Toan, in this world, there might be many people who are good to you for money or gain. But the girl who accepts staying by your side when you're out of your mind, when you're filthy, when you're absolutely nobody, there is only one person like that." "It's Diem, right?" Grandma Nam asked. "Yes," she said, "her name is Diem." "That girl," Grandma Nam tutted softly. "She's been here since the very first day you woke up. She cried until her eyes were swollen. She knelt down and begged me to let her help take care of you. She hides it from you. Only when you're asleep does she dare to wipe your face or hold your hand." Grandma Nam squeezed Tone's hand tight. "Even though you don't remember the way she looks at you, I know. That is the look of a wife looking at her husband, of a lover looking at the one she cherishes most. No stranger would be that patient enduring your rejection like that. She's special, son. A woman worth her weight in gold. If you forget her, you're committing a great sin." Tuan bowed his head, his heart heavy. Her words soaked in like rain on dry earth. "What do I do now, Grandma? I want to remember, but the harder I try, the more my head splits with pain." "Don't force it." Grandma Nam patted his shoulder. "Memory is a strange thing. It's not lost. It's just hiding in a corner somewhere. At the right time with the right person, it will return. I believe that soon you will remember everything. And when you do, cherish that girl Diem. Don't let her cry anymore. A woman's youth is short, and she has given hers entirely to you." Her words sounded like a prophecy. Tone suddenly felt a warmth run down his spine. It felt like he was about to touch the door to his memories. He looked out at the gate, silently wishing Diem would appear right now. He wanted to apologize to her, even if he didn't know who she was yet. The conversation between grandmother and grandson was so warm, but they had no idea that about 50 meters away, behind the thick bamboo hedge at the head of the alley, a black car engine off window rolled down halfway had been parked there for a while. A long telephoto lens was pointed straight at Grandma Nam's porch. Click, click, click. The photos of Tone and Grandma Nam talking were crystal clear. Inside the car, a man in sunglasses smirked coldly. He picked up his phone. "Hello, boss. Found him. He's hiding at some old scavenger lady's house on the outskirts. He still seems out of it, hasn't remembered anything. But his wife, that Diem girl, keeps hanging around here." The voice on the other end hissed, "Good. Watch them closely. If he shows any sign of remembering, take out the old lady and him. Make it clean this time." The man hung up and rolled up the window. The black car reversed smoothly and vanished into the twilight shadows. On the porch, Toan suddenly shuddered. He turned to look at the alley. "What is it, son?" Grandma Nam asked. "Nothing. I just felt like someone was watching me." Tone muttered his hand, unconsciously clenching into a fist. "This peace, how long will it last?" My dear friends, will Grandma Nam's heartfelt advice awaken Toan's sleeping heart? Who is Diem really in Toan's past to make the old woman so certain? And most importantly, the enemy has found their hideout. A bloody storm is about to descend on this peaceful thatched hut. What will Tone do when the Grim Reaper knocks before his memory returns? Early the next morning, before the fog had even lifted from the hills, Diem was awake. She was no longer the noble lady, the wife of a famous architect. Now, she wore worn-out brown clothes and rubber boots, trudging into a local orange grove to ask for work. The orange season was in full swing. Golden, juicy fruits weighed down the branches. Diem climbed ladders, snipping each fruit, with shears carefully placing them in the basket. Her hands, used to holding pens and typing, were now calloused and full of scratches from the orange thorns. Sweat soaked her back and stung her eyes, but Diem didn't dare rest. She needed money. Money for Tone's tonic money, for a warm coat for Grandma Nam, and money to survive this life on the run. By noon, Diem carried 2 heavy baskets of oranges to the district market. "Sweet oranges here, please buy some." Her voice was lost in the noise of the bustling market. Some bought some haggled over every penny. Diem still smiled brightly, patiently pleasing every customer. When the afternoon sun turned pale yellow, the baskets were empty. Diem counted the crumpled small bills, smoothing them out carefully before putting them in her cloth bag. She stopped by the pharmacy to buy brain tonics, then the butcher for some soup bones to make porridge. Her joy was simple, seeing Tone healthy and eating well made all the exhaustion vanish. Quickly changing out of her work clothes, Diem brushed her messy hair and put on a little pale lipstick so Tone wouldn't see how gaunt she looked. Then she picked up her basket and walked toward Grandma Nam's house. The familiar red dirt road seemed shorter today because she knew the person she loved was waiting at the end of it. As soon as she reached the gate, she saw Toan's tall figure. He was shirtless, revealing broad shoulders, sweating under the afternoon sun. Toan was struggling to carry bundles of thorny bamboo from the back garden to fence Grandma Nam's vegetable patch. Lately, the neighbors' chickens kept tearing up the greens Grandma Nam worked so hard to grow. Toan felt bad for her, so he was determined to build a sturdy fence. "Toan!" Diem called out, her voice clear. Toan looked up, and when he saw Diem, a radiant smile bloomed on his lips. An innocent smile she hadn't seen in so long. "Diem, you're here. Go inside and sit. Let me finish this part." "No, let me give you a hand so it's faster." Diem set down her basket on the porch and rolled up her sleeves, rushing into the garden. "You can't do this. The bamboo thorns are sharp." Toan tried to stop her. "You're underestimating me too much. I used to help my grandma in the garden when I was little too." Diem laughed nimbly, picking up small bamboo branches for Toan to tie. The scene was incredibly peaceful. A strong young man driving stakes into the ground, a beautiful girl handing him the ties. They worked in perfect rhythm, like a real farmer couple. As they worked, Diem told stories. "You know, back in the day, you were really handy. Once for my birthday, you made a model house out of bamboo toothpicks with your own hands. You said it was our dream house." Toan stopped working, looking at Diem intently. "Really was I that romantic, very romantic, but also very silly. When you finished, you grinned from ear to ear and showed me that you had pricked all 10 fingertips until they bled." Toan burst out laughing, his laughter crisp and echoing through the garden. In that moment, he felt a vague memory seeping through his mind. An image of a small, cozy house. He felt like he had seen it somewhere before. The work was nearly done. Just one last section of fence in a low spot, slippery with green moss from the well runoff. Diem reached up for a bundle of wire to hand to Toan. Not paying attention, her foot stepped on a moss-covered stone. Diem flailed, losing her balance and tipping backward. Behind her was a pile of sharp, dry firewood. Toan was standing nearby. Hearing Diem scream, his reflexes were lightning fast. He threw the hammer down and dove forward. Without thinking, without hesitating, he used his own body as a cushion to catch her. Crash! They both rolled onto the soft grass beside the woodpile. Toan was on the bottom. Diem landed on top. And in that chaotic moment, a twist of fate occurred. Diem's face hit Toan's chest, then slid up, and her lips accidentally brushed right against his. Time seemed to stop. The space around them froze. The birds stopped singing. The chickens stopped clucking. All that remained was the thumping of two hearts in their chests. Diem's eyes went wide with shock. Toan's eyes were just as wide with astonishment. An electric current ran down Toan's spine. This feeling, this scent, this warmth. It wasn't strange. It was so familiar it made his chest ache. An image flashed in his mind, kissing this girl in the rain on a stormy night. Good heavens! A soft exclamation broke the awkward silence. It was Grandma Nam. She was bringing out a basket of vegetables to cook dinner when she witnessed this romantic scene. She quickly hid her face behind her conical hat, giggling, and turned straight back to the kitchen. "This old lady didn't see a thing, you two carry on." Diem jumped, scrambling up her face, flushing red like a ripe tomato. Tone crawled up to scratching his head, his face just as purple red. I'm sorry. I just meant to catch you." Toan stammered. Diem looked down, whispering, Thank you. If you hadn't caught me, I would have broken my back." They stood there, not daring to look each other in the eye. But inside, the seeds of love were sprouting stronger than ever. For Toan, that accidental kiss wasn't just physical contact. It was a key unlocking emotions that had been locked away for so long. After a cozy dinner with Grandma Nam, darkness began to fall. Toan and Diem sat on the porch, drinking tea. Their conversation was now more open. Toan asked Diem more about the past, about sad and happy memories. He started to believe that this girl was truly a part of him. "It's late, you should head back. Before it gets too dark, the road is rough." Toan looked at the sky, speaking worriedly. "Yes, I'm going. Remember to take your medicine on time." "Let me walk you home." No need." Diem waved her hand. "You stay and help Grandma clean up. I'm used to walking. I have a flashlight right here." Diem was terrified that if Toan went out to the main road, the Black Dragon men would spot him, so she insisted on going alone. Diem said goodbye to Grandma Nam and carried her empty basket home. The village road at night was dead silent. Only the sound of frogs croaking echoed from the two along the edges of the rice paddies. Diem's flashlight beam danced across the red dirt road. After walking a short distance, she suddenly felt a chill run down the back of her neck. There were footsteps behind her. Crunch, crunch. Diem stopped. The noise stopped. She turned, shining her flashlight behind her. "Who's there?" Only darkness and old bamboo clumps swaying in the wind. No one was there. "I must be hearing things." Diem reassured herself and continued walking, but she wasn't hearing things. The moment she turned her back, a figure detached itself from behind an ancient mahogany tree by the roadside. He was dressed in black from head to toe, a baseball cap pulled low to hide his face. He moved lightly, like a cat keeping a measured distance from Diem. In his hand, the moonlight reflected off a cold metal object. A dagger. Diem picked up her pace. A woman's intuition screamed that she was in danger. She heard heavy breathing footsteps getting closer, more urgent. She didn't dare look back anymore. She started to run. Thud, thud, thud. The stalker's shoes pounded on the road, hot on her heels. Panic set in. Diem tried to pull out her phone to call Toon, but her hands were shaking too violently. The phone slipped from her grasp and fell into the roadside grass. She didn't dare stop to pick it up. She ran headlong toward the lights of the residential area ahead. The man in black smirked. He wasn't in a hurry. He was like a predator toying with weak prey. His orders weren't to kill Diem right away. He wanted to capture her. He wanted to use her as a hostage to lure Toan, the one holding the deadly USB, out into the open. Run, little girl. The more you run, the funner it gets, he muttered in his throat. Meanwhile, at Grandma Nam's house, Toan was cleaning up the dishes when suddenly the bowl in his hand slipped. Crash. The bowl shattered to pieces on the floor. Toan's heart clenched in sharp pain. A terrible feeling of dread washed over him like a wave. Diem! Diem! Tuan gasped. He rushed to the gate, staring into the pitch-black road where Diem had just disappeared. Will he realize the danger stalking his wife in time? Will Diem escape the hands of the mysterious killer? My dear friends, the sweet kiss had just blossomed when the shadow of crime descended. Who is the man in black? Is he from the Black Dragon? Or is he some other twisted pervert? What will Tone do when his gut tells him something is wrong? How will this chase in the dark end? Don't miss a single moment. Smash that like button to give Diem strength to escape, and subscribe immediately to follow the next dramatic episode, The Scream in the Night and the Fury of the Amnesiac Husband.